Hi gems and jewels, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you guys so much for all the support on my last video with my daughter. I really appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. Make sure you hit that notification button so you can get notified on when I'm uploading new videos. So this is definitely gonna be like a chit chat video. I have no makeup on. I'm bare, fresh face. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Mainly it's a lot of comments that I received in my previous video, and if you haven't seen it, then I'll link it somewhere in this frame. As you can tell by the title of this video, it's going to be talking about hair type, right? What's my hair type? That is a question that I get a lot. I get when I'm out and about and I see people, or either here on YouTube, everybody kind of want to know, what hair type do I have? What's my hair texture? Do I have 4A, 4B, 4C? This is going to be a conversation. This is a quick disclaimer. You may not agree with the information that I'm going to say in this video, and that's fine. A-okay. It's open for conversation. I'm always welcoming everyone to leave comments on my video, and I try to get back to all comments because I love the dialogue. I love to have conversations with people and just see their perspective. So mine may be different to yours. I'm saying that as a disclaimer before I go into how I feel about it. It's okay, you know, that's what makes us different, right? Everyone's gonna have a different perspective to the same topic. That's okay. I have no problem with that. But I will say this. My perspective is based on my experience, just like your perspective is going to be based on your life experiences. Dramatic pause. So, what's my hair type? What's your hair type? I get it all the time. I'm sure you, if you're newly natural, it's something that you've asked yourself, or it's a question that you have asked. So there's so many research out there on hair type, curl patterns. The information is out there, and I'll probably link some type of research information in this video. One thing that I will say that I did early on when I first became natural is I did my research. Looked into, you know, the texture of your hair, or what products you should use for based on different textures. So I did a lot of research. Now, I will say this, the whole texture thing, it's gone out of control. Like, listen to me. Listen to me. Your hair texture doesn't even truly matter, in my opinion. It doesn't matter for the products that you're going to use. What does matter is how you treat the hair that you have. How do you treat it? What do you do to it? Hair texture, in my opinion, or hair typing, what hair type do you have, is only a guide. So if you look something up, if you're looking at your hair and you're trying to determine your curl pattern, and you figure out, oh, I think I have 4B hair, and you go look and you research and you see the curl of a 4B hair, and you see the different things that they say about 4B hair, and you know how it retains water, how to seal 4B hair, what type of products you should use for 4B hair. Just remember that that information is only a guide. It is only a guide. Ultimately, it is up to you. Ultimately, it's up to what you put on your hair, what you use, and what you see works and does not work. And I think a lot of times in life, you know, we're so into quick results. We want everything quick. You know, I want my hair to grow really long. I want to have her hair. How did she do it? I'm going to do everything that she did to get it. That doesn't always work. And I said that in my last two videos when I talked about what I did to grow my hair out within the last 4 years. You can't do, you can't do what everybody else do and think that you're going to get the same exact result, especially when it comes to hair, because it doesn't always work like that. So most people, I will tell you, will have multiple hair types, meaning I may have 4A, 4B and 4C in different parts of my hair, in different sections of my head. I don't know why. It is what it is. Be looser in the back and not as loose in the front of your head, or your crown of your head may be more difficult. It might be a more difficult area. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Just one thing, if you don't take away anything, take away that hair typing is just a guide. And I think with the natural hair community, it's gotten really out of control. It's gotten out of control. Everybody is caught up on your hair type. It's caught up on your curl pattern. I don't care about it. I'll tell you that. In the beginning, yes, I wanted to know, just because I was newly natural, and 4 years ago it was a lot different than it is now. So I wanted to know. So I found out, per se, what my curl pattern was. You know, and I took it with a grain of salt, and I have it in the back of my mind. So if someone was to ask me what's my curl pattern, I can tell you I'm 4B, and in some places I have 4A, but predominantly my hair type is 4B. But does that drive me to the type of products that I'm gonna buy? For me, it doesn't. I'm gonna tell you straight up, it doesn't. It doesn't drive me. The only thing that it drives me is to say, okay, well, shit, my hair is curlier in one part of my head than it is in the other. So let me find out how I need to manipulate the other section of my hair to make it blend the way I want it to blend. I don't use it in any reference to my product selections. I am very, very, very big on using products that are very nutrient based, meaning that it has a lot of natural products inside of it. The components inside of most of my products, if not all of my products, are going to have real ingredients. I am big on moisture. Using a lot of water in your hair, making sure that your hair is moisturized, sleeping, you know, with protecting your hair, protective styles. You know, I'm big on protective styles. For the summer months, the summer months, I think like, okay, what can I do to my hair to preserve it? Let me put it up. Let me use a protective style. Those are the kind of things that matter to me. As far as the type of hair that I have, it is what it is. Now, I do understand, and I'm going to say this, and I do understand people or females who have 4C hair tend to have a more difficult time understanding their hair and have a more difficult time, excuse me, my allergies have been going berserk, and have a more difficult time finding products for their hair. I get that. But don't let that be the driving force of why you buy certain products. Don't let that be the driving force on why you think that your hair is not good enough. Don't ever think that your hair is not good enough. I don't care what curl pattern that you have. I don't care if you have 4Z. You know, I don't care what curl pattern that you have. Just understand that you have to value your hair, and you have to think about the things that you put in your hair, and you have to focus on your hair and don't compare it to others. That is very much so easier said than done. I get it. It's easier said than done. You know, we all look, and we're all, as people, we're constantly comparing ourselves to another person. We're comparing ourselves to images that we see, especially now with the mass production of social media. So it's so easy for you to get in a mindset to where you're comparing yourself, like, oh, her hair does this, and I want my hair to look like that, and I want that twist style. That's fine if you're looking at it in a sense of a tutorial sense. Okay, let her teach me how to do this particular style. I'm all about that. What I don't like is when I see people thinking like one texture is better than the other, or one texture is more significant, or it's like a hierarchy level. In my opinion, I do not care about the texture of your hair. I don't care about the hair type. It's what you do to your hair that I feel is most valuable. You may not agree with me, and hey, that's okay. We could talk about it. You know me, we could talk about it. That's fine. I just don't want you to get caught up in hair typing, because like I said, I really, really, really think that it is just a guide. It's there to guide you. It's a foundation. And what you do with it is based on you. I think so many times in life we get so caught up in frivolous things and things that don't really matter that we lose track of the journey and the goal. And at the end of the day, it's about self-love. It's about you loving yourself. Most of us who went natural because we wanted to shed something, or we wanted to become more in tune with self. For me especially, I wanted to, like, hey, I didn't get my relaxer until I was in the 6th grade. So trying to remember how my hair was before that, I wanted to get back to that point in my life. I wanted to know me for me. So if you don't take anything away from this video, and I said I was going to make sure that this video was short. If you don't take anything away from this video, please take away the fact that regardless of what hair type you have, is your hair, is your mane, to love it, to nurture it, to do the things that it needs you to do to flourish. And that's 4A, 4B, 3C, 3A, QRS, whatever it may be. Love yourself. I'm going to always preach a message of self-love and self-worth on this channel. If you love it, then hey, we good. And if you don't, that's okay. You can move on to the next. But in my opinion, I feel like sometimes we just get so caught up in the wrong things. And this video is strictly to, not to be controversial, but to talk about a topic that I just feel is overly discussed, and it's so trivial. It's so trivial. Understand yourself, understand your self-worth. Until next time.